Little Fox.
The Wind in the Willows. Episode 45. Little Portly. Mole lay on the riverbank. Rat was away visiting Otter.
Oh, why didn't I go with Rat?
Said Mole.
He's late, and now the sun is setting.
At last, Mole heard Rat's footsteps. Rat sat down beside him.
Why did you stay so long?
Asked Mole.
I had to,
Said Rat.
Otter is in trouble.
What is it?
Asked Mole.
Otter's son, little Portly.
Said Rat.
He's missing again.
Oh, Portly is always running off.
Said Mole.
I know,
Said Rat.
And he always comes back.
Said Mole.
but Portly has been missing for days.
Said Rat. Mole listened closely to Rat's news.
Otter looked everywhere.
Said Rat.
He asked every animal. No one saw little Portly anywhere.
What will Otter do?
Asked Mole.
Otter goes to the old bridge.
Said Rat.
He taught Portly to swim there. Portly caught his first fish there too.
It's a place Portly remembers.
Said Mole.
Yes, Portly loves the old bridge.
Said Rat.
Otter waits there every night.
Rat and Mole sat quietly for a while. They both imagined Otter at the bridge. They thought of him worrying all night.
Rat,
Said Mole.
we just can't go to bed.
I agree.
Said Rat.
Let's find Portly.
The Wind in the Willows. Episode 46. The Wind in the Reeds. Rat and Mole got the boat out. It was dark now. The moon shone on the water. Rat rowed them onto the river.
Our river looks so different at night.
Said Mole.
It looks like silver.
Sighed Rat.
Oh, I love my river at night.
Let's tie up here.
Said Mole. He pointed to a willow tree.
Yes, it's a good place to start looking.
Said Rat. The friends got out and searched.
Nothing here.
Said Mole. He looked in some hollow trees.
Nothing here.
Said Rat. He climbed out of a ditch. They got back in the boat. Mole paddled them down the river again. A gentle wind came up. It moved the reeds along the banks. Rat sat up and said,
What's that sound?
It's only the wind in the reeds.
Said Mole.
It's music!
Cried Rat.
Can't you hear it?
No.
Said Mole.
It's gone!
Said Rat.
It was so beautiful. It was like a song and a dream.
I didn't hear anything.
Said Mole.
Oh!
Said Rat.
I've never heard such music.
It's just the wind in the reeds.
Said Mole.
It's the wind in the willows.
The music is calling us, Mole.
Cried Rat.
We must follow it.
The Wind in the Willows. Episode 47. A Small Island. Mole rowed carefully on. Rat leaned forward, listening.
What's wrong with Rat?
Thought Mole.
He's acting strange.
The river divided into two streams.
Take the smaller stream,
Ordered Rat. Mole steered the boat.
The music is so clear.
Said Rat.
Mole, you must hear it now.
Suddenly, Mole stopped rowing. The music surrounded him.
You hear it, Mole!
Cried Rat.
It's magical!
Said Mole.
Row on, Mole!
Said Rat. Mole paddled forward again.
Look at the grass and the trees.
Said Rat.
Everything is glowing!
Cried Mole.
Look at the color of those roses!
Smell the wild flowers.
Said Rat. Ahead, they saw a small island. Willows grew all around it.
Let's tie up here!
Said Mole. They got out of the boat. Rat and Mole pushed through the willows.
Strange.
Said Rat.
I feel happy, but also scared.
I feel the same way.
Said Mole. They stepped into a small, bright clearing.
Dawn is coming.
Said Mole.
Oh, the music stopped.
Said Rat. Rat and Mole both looked up. The Wind in the Willows. Episode 48. A Mysterious Friend.
Oh my!
Cried Mole. Shh, said Rat gently. A very strange sight appeared before them. It was a strange creature. He had the legs of a goat and the body of a man. The horns on his head shone in the dawn. His kind face had a soft beard.
Rat, are you still afraid?
Asked Mole.
No,
Said Rat.
and yes. He looks as strong as a thunderstorm.
But as gentle as a summer breeze.
Said Mole.
Look,
Said Rat.
he is holding pipes.
The music.
Said Mole quietly. The kind face smiled at them.
I think
Said Rat.
he is a friend.
The dawn glowed and a warm breeze touched them. Then the two animals were alone. For a moment they felt very sad.
What did you say, Rat?
Asked Mole. He rubbed his eyes.
I was just thinking,
Said Rat.
Portly might be around here.
Look!
Said Mole.
There he is!
Portly woke with a squeak of joy.
Rat! Mole!
Cried the little otter.
You found me!
Portly jumped into Mole's arms, but Rat stared at hoof marks in the sand.
Some big animal was here.
Said Rat. He tried to remember something, but couldn't. The Wind in the Willows. Episode 49. Otter and Portly. Mole carried little Portly to the boat.
Come along, Rat.
Called Mole.
Think of poor Otter. He is waiting at the old bridge.
Yeah! A ride on the river!
Cried Portly. Rat looked around at the small stream.
Strange. It's not as colorful as it was.
he said. Mole rowed them out to the main river. When they reached the old bridge, the sun rose.
Here we are.
Said Mole. He lifted Portly out of the boat.
Off you go, Portly.
Said Rat. Portly ran up a path to the bridge.
Daddy! Daddy!
Shouted Portly.
My little Portly!
Called Otter. Otter wrapped his lost son in his arms.
It's time to go home.
Said Rat. Mole pushed the boat into the river.
Do you hear the wind in the reeds?
Asked Rat.
It's like music far away.
Said Mole.
Can you hear the words to the music?
Asked Rat.
No, I can't.
Said Mole.
Then listen to me.
Said Rat.
I'll say them to you. So my magic won't turn your happiness to regret. I'll help you when you need me, but then you'll forget.
Mole listened. For a moment, he thought he heard the song.
What do the words mean, Rat?
Asked Mole. But Rat was fast asleep. The Wind in the Willows. Episode 50. Toad in Jail. Toad threw himself on the floor of the jail.
This is the end.
Cried Toad.
I am finished. I will be here forever.
The room was dark with shadows. Water dripped. Plink, plunk. Creepy bugs crawled across the stones. Toad jumped up and brushed his coat. Toad shook the bars in the door.
I was so stupid.
He yelled.
Why didn't I listen to Rat and Mole? Oh, Badger, you were so wise.
The jailer's daughter brought Toad his meals, but Toad did not eat. For days, he cried in the corner of his room. The jailer's daughter went to her father.
Toad is so unhappy.
She said.
He's getting very thin.
My girl,
Said the jailer.
he's a criminal. You don't have to care for him.
He needs to eat.
She cried.
I'll make him a tasty meal.
Do what you like.
Said her father.
I'm tired of hearing him moan.
The daughter knocked on Toad's door.
Go away.
Cried Toad.
Stop crying.
She said, and unlocked the door.
I've brought you some dinner.
Toad smelled the food and lifted his head. Then he remembered how angry he was.
Oh, leave me alone.
Toad yelled. He cried by himself for the rest of the night.